Hi, hope you're having a great day. I'm Dave. I help business leaders to use technology more effectively. Today I want to talk about my job as an IT system administrator, manager of a team. It's very interesting how quickly my role evolves. Then we've got AI coming on board, and this is going to affect everybody's job, but mine changes quite a lot. 3 years ago, I was spending a lot of time talking to people about how they could manage virtual teams because we were in lockdown all of a sudden. I was looking after some children at home. It was a very busy time. 3 years before that, we were starting to get involved with cybersecurity because that was something that people were becoming more aware of. Certainly we were, whether customers were is another matter. And 3 years before that, I think we were starting to finish migrating everyone from having a Microsoft Exchange server in-house to moving to Microsoft 365. What's super interesting is that the way I spend most of my day, I will do a day in the live video eventually, but the way I spend most of my day fundamentally is explaining about stuff, helping people to understand stuff, doing a little bit of managed IT. Occasionally I jump on the service desk still, but I try not to nowadays, but making sure that kind of things are going smoothly. We've got a process for things that they are. If they're not working well, then I get involved as well. But the purpose of this video really is to get you guys thinking, what's my job going to look like in 3 years? Now, if you're a knowledge worker like me, it's going to be dramatically impacted by AI. So my advice to everybody who's a knowledge worker, or even not, I was talking to a builder earlier. I said, well, yeah, we're not going to lose our plumbers, electricians. Don't worry, robots are not going to come and go, can you just plaster this wall for me? It's a bit bobbly. The point is that most people's jobs don't change that quickly. And it is quite exhausting because I spend at least half a day a week learning new skills, constantly trying new things, figuring out new systems, learning, trying to explain this to other people, trying to keep people on the path that I want them to follow, not getting sidetracked by shiny objects, which is very easily done. It is quite challenging. If you've been doing the same job for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and it hasn't changed that much on the surface, it's going to with AI. It's probably a good idea to start learning about it now, because the sooner you know about it, the sooner you can start to use it as a tool. Because think about like when we got rid of the motor car, when we got rid of the horse, replaced it with a motor car. We haven't got rid of the motor car yet, we're working on it. But when we got rid of the horse, replaced it with a motor car, in 3, 5, 10 years, horses weren't needed anymore. What were you going to do with a horse? And then when you think about, there's lots of jobs that people used to do that don't exist anymore. Just around the corner from me, there's a form of video shop. People go and hire videos. Now we have Netflix and it's not needed anymore. So it's normal. It's a normal part of human development. But what I think is going to change is that most people aren't used to this pace. For me, it's easy because it's a big part of my life, is constantly learning. So my recommendation is simple. With AI, spend some time on it. You should be spending at least half a day to a day a week, every week, on personal development. So I get my team to do, and if you're not doing that, you're not improving, you're not getting better, you're not being a better person. And the problem is that if you're not doing that and you're stuck, eventually you'll turn up one day to take the horse out and they go, well, we don't need it anymore. We don't need you anymore. We've got a car. Thanks very much. Bye. And that doesn't matter whether you're employed or self-employed. There's time. It's not like panic. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it probably will happen in the next 36 months. So that's time. Like I think about, like, if you're a lorry driver is a very well-paid job, not massively difficult. Well, some people might argue, I'm not sure I want to drive a lorry, but soon enough we can have AI, which will take away a lot of that work. It's not going to enable complicated stuff to happen. You're not going to be able to take a big lorry up a mountain pass using AI. It's not going to happen. But the point is that a significant chunk of what you earn your money from today will not be what it is in the future. What about if you're a bookkeeper? AI is really going to impact that. So you're going to need to think about how you're adding more value. How are you helping businesses to use their financial records to make more profit? Because that's what a business is for. Think about it and try and think about what you might need to learn and then get on with learning it. It's not like it costs anything. You can ask ChatGPT to teach you what you need to learn. It knows stuff. You can ask it. I'm using it to practice my Spanish, just have a conversation. I do a video, probably won't do this big, but I'll do a video of me conversing in French and Spanish and English with ChatGPT, and you can see how quickly this stuff is moving on. It's a lot better than Alexa. So that's all from me today, but what I really want to know is, what do you think? How do you think your career is going to be impacted by changing in technology? And what do you think your job's going to look like in 2 or 3 years' time? Because I've got absolutely no idea what mine's going to be like. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.